Clients these days are more and more wanting things done to images as they realize the capabilities that we've got. In this case here, the client wanted this pose. So the photographer sent them the JPEGs, they made their selects, but instead of just picking one image, they said, oh, we like the body on this. We like the position of the hands, the nice sway of the sleeve there. We like the position of the feet, but we don't like the expression so much. But this one over here, we like the expression. She's got a good determined look, but the hand kind of looks kind of floating there. The feet aren't all that great. So they want this head popped off and stuck into that image over there. So we've got an image called replace this head. They don't like that one. So rather than simply cutting it off, which looks disturbing, take the head from the image called use this head and swap it on. And plan out your work beforehand. Decide what it is you think needs to be done and give it a try. One of the really horrible parts about, as I say, retouching, but I guess any photography in general, is quoting the job, trying to figure out how much it's going to cost, and in the case of Photoshop, how long it's going to take. Sometimes you can quote, say, oh, it might take me a couple of hours, so I'll have to, cut out, extract, maybe do like a channel mask or something, and then like 10 minutes later, you're done. Or other times you might say, I should be able to knock that off in about 15 minutes. You quote it accordingly, and 3 hours later, you're still working on it. So to get a sense for how long things take, let's let you guys try this one on your own. And then in about 10 or 15 minutes, I'll go through the process of what I would do. I'll show you guys some techniques that I would find effective for doing this one over here. Plan it out first. Take a look at it. What are you going to take? What are you going to keep? How are you going to blend it in? Are you going to use an eraser tool and erase pixels? Are you going to use a layer mask? How are you going to select it? Are you going to do a channel mask, quick select, just a simple lasso? Give it a whirl. See what you can come up with. Let me run through on the screen here and talk about what the problems were and what the solutions that a lot of you guys found. Basically, for taking this head, dropping it over there, there's a few ways you can do it. I'm just going to take the lasso tool and I'm going to grab more than I think I need. So I'm just circling around the whole head there. Well, I'm just going to copy and paste it. Let's get that feather down. So I'm going to grab the hair, actually even more. And then simply Command C, pop over here, Command V, move it up. Now, as far as the positioning goes, let's take a look at this for a sec. I'm going to drop the opacity so I can see both at the same time. What should I use for alignment? Should I use the eyes, the nose, the mouth, the necklace?
I would say that neck.
Yeah, that's the thing that doesn't move. And here's where some people run into trouble. They look at it and go, well, I'm going to take this face with this face, and so they line up the eyes or the nose. The problem is, in one pose, she's looking up, and the other, she's looking down. And when the head moves, eyes go up, eyes go down, neck goes up, chin, nose, shoulders stay where they are. So no matter what the head is doing, the shoulders stay in the same place. Now, I can try to do a blend anywhere I want. Some of you guys I saw just brought the face, which is fine because the hair in this case is random enough that the transition is pretty much seamless. If the hair had been a little bit straighter, you may have to come down into, say, the shoulders, the neck here. So what I'm probably going to use for alignment would be something that's similar between the two. So maybe the necklace. And again, I can use those arrow keys to just nudge things around until they seem lined up again. And then I'll bring that opacity back up, give it a layer mask, and I'm going to hide the entire thing. How do I quickly invert that layer mask? Command I hides the layer mask, and then I can just take some white paint, and I can bring back the other version. Now notice I kept the face and the top of the head. Some people try to bring in just the face. Yeah, you get that kind of too much hair look. So I brought in the top and the face, and let that neck blend where it wanted. Just watch out for things like, see that this hair is a little bit kind of ghostly? It's either got to be there or not. So you either decide, okay, let's keep this, or let's get rid of this. And this is where you get a little bit of creativity in there, deciding what you want to keep and what you want to get rid of. Just watch out for things like, again, things that kind of disappear in odd ways, edges that don't quite line up. You can see the edge of the necklace here. So look around and see if there's any little kind of ghostly areas. Like you can see here, this would be weird if the shoulder kind of doesn't line up with itself. So that's, again, where you have to decide, do we keep this shoulder or do we get rid of it and keep the other shoulder? So just watch out for those blends. Look around on hard edges like this necklace here. Do we keep it or do we get rid of it? So do a little pan around, make sure you got everything looking smooth. You should be able to do a before and after. And notice by lining up the neck, not the eyes, the head looks like it dips down appropriately. If I didn't do that, let's say I just used the eyes for alignment, you get this different sort of situation where suddenly the neck looks too long because the face is sitting up too high. So let's save up what you got.